Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. There seems to be quite a lot of disappointment in the crypto community today as we're finishing up consensus week, and a lot of people are left very disappointed. It seems like there's a Reddit post here, there's been several like this, but basically very disappointed with how it went. They feel like it was too focused on kind of pleasing big banks and big institutions. Whatever the case may be, I don't really have a clear opinion formed on it, but I understand, right? I understand that it's maybe not what people wanted it to be. Personally, I just always am from the opinion that I don't focus on any specific event or news piece for the market to go up, basically, or be affected in any way, right? And I actually mentioned this a few days back where I said some people are anticipating a run up during consensus week, but me personally, I'm not counting on anything, right? Because like I said, often what we see is a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And this happens time and time again in the marketplaces, whether it's the stock market or the cryptocurrency market. And this seems like it's exactly what happened, where since we finished up consensus week and there was no big jump from that, people are now disappointed and there's a sell-off. So a lot of cryptocurrencies down a good, usually around 5% here across the board, and definitely not the prettiest thing, but I'll cover everything in more detail during the chart's technical analysis. However, this is exactly what I predicted, right? I did predict that we were going to go back down towards this $8,000 support level on the Bitcoin chart, and we could even fall a little bit lower to our uptrend line over here, but I'll cover more detail of that in just a second. People still think that there will be a cryptocurrency bull run this summer. I made a poll yesterday and 76% said yes. I personally still feel like we have every chance of seeing a bull run this summer. Don't forget to check out my premium content for monthly cryptocurrency buying opportunities. Link to both my Twitter and my premium content in the description of this video. And let's get started with the Bitcoin technical analysis. So like I said, heading back towards $8,000 at this point. We'll see if we hold. We do, of course, have a bounce opportunity here, but we could also see a little bit further of a drop down to our longer term uptrend line over here. And that's the level that we really don't want to move below, this pink uptrend line right here. If we move below our uptrend line, then we really could start getting more bearish, and that would create quite some damage in the crypto space as far as technicals go and just sentiment overall. It wouldn't be good, right? So we definitely want to make sure that we remain in this channel that's still uptrending, and then just slowly but surely climb higher over the next few weeks. It's definitely going to take some time here, and we're experiencing a bit of a slowdown. But as long as we remain above this uptrend line, we'll still be in this upwards channel, which is what matters. Let's go ahead, take a look at Ethereum next, see what's going on. So Ethereum is now moving below $700. We're coming back pretty quickly towards our lower Bollinger Band here, and there's some support at around $650. So we could get a bounce there, pretty much right in line with our lower Bollinger Band. Could also see a little bit more of a drop down to $600. For now, I think that, at the very worst, even if we were to go back down to $500, I'd say as long as we don't drop below $500, I think we're still okay. I'm going to go ahead and extend this uptrend line here because you can see that we did, we're basically cracking below this uptrend line right now. So in the short term, we're definitely going to see some weakness and, at the very least, some consolidation, probably even a bit of downside, like I said. And at the worst, right, we want to make sure that we remain above $500 at all times, basically. Let's go ahead, take a look at Litecoin next, see what's going on. So Litecoin is currently falling lower here, not much support in this area, and we're starting to move below $135, lower Bollinger Band expanding. At this point, I think that there's a pretty fair chance that we move back towards $120, and any move below that would most likely push us down to almost $100. So definitely not what we wanted to see, but it looks like some cryptocurrencies are going to get hit harder than other here, and then it's just going to depend on Bitcoin and just the general market on when we're going to be ready to start moving back up. But for Litecoin here, for example, definitely going to start moving at least closer to $110. And if we move below that, then we're really going to be in the running for a test of that $100 mark or our uptrend line over here. Hopefully we don't go that low, but if that does happen, we want to make sure we stay above those levels. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nano. Nano holding up pretty decently considering what's going on and then the general disappointment and frustration today in the crypto community. But we are moving below 70,000 Satoshis, which, like I said, we wanted to try to avoid that. At this point, we're probably going to come back and test 60,000 Satoshis, Any drop below that would push us towards 50,000 Satoshis, and that's really the level that we can't afford to drop below, because after that, that's where we're really just going to ruin any type of progress, basically. Let's take a look at Ripple next. And then, by the way, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on all of this. How do you feel? Were you disappointed in Consensus Week? What's your general opinion on what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks? I'd be interested. But Ripple is coming back towards 65 cents. For now, it looks like there is a chance of it holding, but our lower Bollinger Band is moving below that level. So could see a little bit of a move, just trickling down closer to that 50-cent level. For now, right, that's where our previous bounce was. If we're able to remain above that, we're still okay. Let's go ahead, take a look at NEO, and we're going to see what's happening. I think that there's a lot of people as well that are kind of being impatient right now, and they're selling. So definitely some impatience coming in the markets, as it's been a while since we've been fully bullish, and it's understandable that some people will start to sell off after even months of not prime price action. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on the NEO chart. So we're now moving below 60 cents. I definitely said there was a pretty high chance that we were going to see that happen. And now it looks like we're most likely going to test at least $50, probably even $43. And that's kind of that lost draw where we don't want to move below $43 because that would really ruin everything, and in the short term at least. And for those Bollinger Bands are expanding, which is going to leave more room towards the downside here in the short term. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be, let's see, next crypto is Stellar Lumens. And one thing that I wanted to mention is I can already see some people blaming me that I said that we were going to get a bull run and everything, and I still think that we have a very good chance of seeing a bull run this summer, but I did mention that in the short term we probably were going to consolidate and still remain relatively weak until we're ready to start moving, until we see Bitcoin move above $10,000. That's what I said, so I just wanted to be clear on that. And once again, I'm never here to give financial advice, I'm just here to share my opinion. Stellar Lumens moving below 4,000 Satoshis. Looks like we're going to be heading straight back down towards 3,500 Satoshis. Probably going to get a nice bounce there and just start some consolidation, I think. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Vertcoin. I doubt that Vertcoin was able to hold above its support level, and we're now starting to move below $2.20. So we'll see. We do have quite a bit of support at around $1.80, so still a bounce opportunity there, and we'll probably remain relatively flat over the next few days, but really any move below that would probably push us towards our final support level down here at $1.54. Let's go ahead and take a look at Lisk. Lisk probably moving below $10 now. Let's see what's going on. So actually, Lisk pretty surprising here. This is a good sign. We are trying to get back above this downtrend line, and we're basically having a doji candlestick here right above $10. So this is actually good. The question is, are we really going to be able to hold above $10? If we do, we're going to horizontally move out of this downtrend, which is going to be great. However, because we never fully managed to do so, shortly here, but that didn't really hold. We'll know within the next day, basically, if we're going to be moving below $10 or if we're going to manage to break out of that downtrend, which is going to be very key as far as, holding up nicely here compared to the rest of the market. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cardano next, see what's happening. So we're going to go over to the Bittrex chart here, where I have my previous lines all drawn out. And Cardano is right below 3,000 Satoshis, actually holding up decently here, so it doesn't look like we're going to get any kind of sharp drop, but we could trickle down a little bit lower to 2,800 Satoshis. So definitely a fair chance of that with that slight downtrend on that lower Bollinger Band. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next cryptocurrency, last one of today. It's going to be IOTA. And IOTA is dropping pretty severely now, below $2. We're going right back towards our lower Bollinger Band, and I think that we're going to continue this fall all the way down to $1.47. And that point, we're probably going to be able to remain above that unless things get really bad, which hopefully, once again, they won't. But with that being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.